Alright, just before we really get into this video, I want to say at the start that all of my video uploads should be coming out a lot more frequently now, since I'm on school holidays. So expect a video every maybe 2 to 4 days instead of once a week like it has been for the last couple of weeks. But pretty soon we'll probably go back to once a week when school starts back again. Anyway, here we have the second DLC that I did in Dark Souls 2. First boss that I fought was Fume Knight. I was being really stupid here and somehow died 40 times. It was just to those two attacks that you just saw on screen. The really slow sweep, which for some reason I decided to dodge like with instead of into for a while because I accidentally dodged it and didn't take damage while dodging with it one time, so I thought that's what you had to do when it wasn't. So that one killed me a lot, and this move here where he does the explosion and then the orbs fly out, that one killed me a bunch because I couldn't get the timing right for when to dodge for the initial explosion. So this wasted quite a bit of time in just attempting this over and over, but eventually I did get it. And there we go. Next I did the blue smelter demon, which thankfully went a lot quicker. I got it on my second try. This boss was decently easy. First time when I died was just completely my fault. I just messed up the dodge timings and then just died, obviously. Next time I decided to bring in one of the summons, I think. So he had a bit more health, but the summon died pretty quick and I ended up just beating it anyway. I was very familiar with the original Smelter Demon's moveset, and this is pretty much the same. I think it just has one little bit of delay on the attack where he sweeps his sword from side to side twice. I think that one has a different timing, but apart from that everything else is the exact same. So I got it pretty easy. I'm not doing too much damage though. So this fight did take quite a while. Also, I just want to say this. I'm doing the Elden Ring DLC right now, as I'm recording like my voice for this, and after that I'm not really sure what to do, so like if you have any ideas of what you want to see me do on the channel, just like comment that down, that'd be good, so I can know what people want to watch. Anyway, I've killed the blue smelter demon there, and went on to the final boss for this DLC, Sir Alone, I think that's how it's pronounced. That's what I've been calling him. Now, this one took me 13 attempts, died 12 times. And this one was really weird because he has that attack where he puts his sword like angled downward on the floor, and then like charges at you and like swings it upwards, and I don't know why. There was obviously some kind of tell, but I couldn't like consciously figure out what it was. But in a couple of attempts I was just like fully zoned out, like not paying any attention, and I was somehow successfully dodging it every single time. And then when I noticed that, I was paying more attention and I couldn't dodge it. I've got no idea what the tell is still, like even now, but obviously it's there, I just am not noticing it. Yeah, I've got no idea. Uh, I think this is probably my favourite boss in Dark Souls 2. Yeah, I mean, Fume Knight's probably my second favourite, but I think this one's definitely better. I like his sort of samurai aesthetic as well. Kind of reminds me of Sekiro, obviously because of the Japanese inspiration. And his arena looks really nice as well with the shiny polished tiles. Anyway, next up we have Ava. That's how I've been pronouncing it. This one took me 2 attempts. I died once, and no idea how, but I did. This boss is pretty decent actually, I like it. I don't like the next version of this boss very much though. It worked once, doesn't work twice. Or 3 times, technically. Interesting thing with this boss is that at the start, when you go in there, it's actually invisible, and you need to find a special item which makes it visible. Also makes all the enemies in this area visible as well, because they start off invisible. Another interesting thing about it is it makes those like shadow phantom guys in shaded woods visible, and you're able to lock onto them as well, which is pretty interesting. Found that out when I was like clearing the dungeons for Dark Lurker. Anyway, Ava's getting pretty low health. I'm not sure why, but this fight was like just draining my durability on my weapon. Anyway, next up is Burnt Ivory King. I got a bit of a story to tell with this one. So, basically, when I was doing this fight, there was like a lot of issues with the power. And for some reason, like my little rapier was not working too well against those knights that you have to fight at the start of this fight. And I was dying a lot to them. And basically, I got it like the first 2 times by pure luck. Then on my 3rd attempt, I ended up taking 2 hours just dying to the knights at the start for some reason. And then after all that, after 2 straight hours of attempts, I finally got to the Ivory King again. And as soon as Ivory King walked into the arena, the power went out. I was actually so annoyed at that one. That was so frustrating. Anyway, I got to fight him again pretty quick and killed him, thankfully. There's another one where I lost my durability and had to use a repair powder. I also like this fight. I think it's maybe like 3rd favourite in Dark Souls 2 after Fume Knight. The thing that really brings it down is those knights at the start. It's so annoying. I hate them so much. Oh, also I brought 3 of the Elian Lois Knights into the fight with me. I couldn't find the 4th one. Anyway, after this I did a couple attempts of Ludden's Island, and I was like so sick of it after a while, and I actually went and did the Dark Souls 3 DLC and finished that off. But after that I did come back and I did do Ludden's Island. So here's the Ludden's Island winning attempt. I died 15 times here. I went through the frigid outskirts so much that I literally had like a little route that I could take where I wouldn't even have to fight any of the reindeers anymore, which did make it a lot easier. I managed by just experimenting to find this route that I could take where only one reindeer would spawn, which is very nice. Eventually I killed it enough times where it wouldn't even spawn, so I got just a free run into the boss. It still took forever. It's like a 5-minute run back, which is like ridiculous, especially for such an annoying boss that's like completely unfair. I had like all of this boss's moves down at this point. So normally I would beat the first one, or get to the point where they're both in the arena without using any flasks. Then managed to kill the first one at some point. So it's pretty much just a free fight from there against the second cat. Because like I wasn't really getting hit too often. I got hit a lot while they were both in the arena, but when it's just one, this is just stupidly easy for me now. Anyway, for the final boss in Dark Souls 2, I think this is the 41st boss. There's so many in this game. We have Dark Lurker, and this one's another one where it can be really annoying and frustrating with the gank. But this one can also be really fun, in my opinion. Like, this one, to beat this boss, you need like a combination of skill and luck. And the skill-based parts of it are really fun in the duo, when there's both of them. But sometimes you just get bad luck, and that's so frustrating. Especially having to go back through the dungeon to fight this boss again, and wasting a human effigy every single time. I bought every single effigy that you can possibly buy in this game, just have enough attempts to do this. Yeah, eventually I did kill it on my 15th attempt, after dying 14 times, and I got good luck, so it was a pretty fun fight, but still a little bit annoyed about it. So anyway, we're very close to the end of the video now. Next video, again, I'll probably post in 2 to 4 days, and it'll be the Dark Souls 3 DLC. Might not be all of it, might be just the first one. It could be both of them, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll put both of them in there yet. And for that, I guess just stay tuned for that one, and I'll see you